Today we're talking about high school sweethearts. Yo, what's up, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Tina and Anderson Show. I think this is episode 36. So if you're still watching us, thank you. We appreciate it. We have been seeing a little bit of an increase in followers or subscribers on our YouTube. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. And for all of you who comment on our YouTube shorts, like, our YouTube shorts get more engagement than our TikTok and our Instagram.
Probably put together.
Like, I tell her all the time, like, look how much is on Instagram, look at on TikTok, and then I'll look at YouTube. So we appreciate it, guys. And I think because of that, we're getting some subscribers. So hopefully you're on here watching the full length content. And we appreciate you guys. And follow us on Instagram and on TikTok. And we always put a lot of those shorts there as well. So appreciate you guys. So like I said in the intro, we're going to talk about high school sweethearts. For those of you who don't know, we're actually like
middle school sweethearts.
Well, I mean, we met in middle school, right?
Uh-huh.
But we didn't date until we were like friends. And then wasn't I like going into high school when we finally started dating? It was like that summer or something like that. I can't remember.
No, I think we were in middle school. So
It's
it
been
might have
so
been
long.
the year that, yeah, like 8th grade for me.
So we were dating when you were in 8th grade?
Yeah, that's what I
It's so crazy because this was 32 years ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Yeah, 32 years ago. And honestly, like, when I try to think back, it like blends in together.
No, well, yeah, because we both went to the same middle school and we both went to the same high school. So sometimes we're like, wait, was that middle school or was that high school?
Yeah,
know?
it's wild. So to tell you guys the story real quick about us is I moved into this town that she lived in, and I was in 6th grade and she was in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I was 12, you were 13.
the older
Right.
woman.
I thought it was like crisscross, Mac Daddy.
Oh my
Mac
god,
Daddy and stuff like
Mac
that.
Daddy with the sagging pants.
Yeah, so
and the bandana in your pocket.
Well, I started dating her friend. Her friend asked me to be her boyfriend. I said yes because I was new, and I figured if I had a girlfriend, it'd be a cool way to meet a lot of people, right? Tina was one of them. Tina was like her best friend.
Oh,
So at about,
it sounds so scandalous.
Yeah.
But you gotta remember
6
this
months-
is middle school.
I think like 6, 7, 8 months later, maybe a year later, I can't remember. But her friend dumped me. So I called Tina the next day and I asked her to be my girlfriend while her friend who dumped me was there.
It's so messed up.
So Tina said she will call me back because she was going to the mall
I'm going
with her friend who dumped me the day before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, what was that conversation? I don't think you ever told me.
I don't think there was much conversation. Like, I just was like, like, what do you think about that? But how would you feel about that? And she was like, I don't care.
She cared.
She was like, whatever.
Nah. So, all right. Okay. Because I don't know if I ever asked you that. So, she called me back. Right. And then you said yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted to see you. So I met you downtown.
Downtown.
You were wearing your tie-dye shirt, tank top shirt. We were here half up, half down.
See, you remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember what you
had
were
your
wearing.
Reebok sneakers with the straps. They were called Fun Steps.
Fun stuff.
Yeah. And you had like cut up shorts.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
I don't remember what I was wearing. I think a t-shirt and shorts.
Yep, I have
Probably.
probably tank top and shorts.
I
probably.
didn't
don't
make
even
that.
know.
I didn't make that much of an impression. That's why she didn't remember. what I was
No,
wearing.
I'm just like I can't believe you remember that.
So yeah, so we
Crazy.
started. Yeah, to see that's crazy, right? Because you're. So I was in 6th grade. Yeah, it's crazy because I don't remember, like us like being boyfriend and girlfriend in the hallways of middle school.
You don't? You don't remember school dances?
I remember we danced together. I remember more of us being boyfriend and girlfriend in high school.
Yeah.
But in middle school, I
Because I
rarely
think it was at like the end,
yeah.
you know.
Well, yeah, it's wild. But then we like broke up, and then like I don't even remember why did
Because
we
we
break
were
up.
like literally children.
Yeah, I
We
don't
were,
even
like-
remember why we broke up.
Yeah, who knows?
And then we got back
so
together.
Much drama.
Like
in middle
literally, it's
school.
crazy. So we were together most of high school. We went through all the dances together, all the high school
Yeah,
dances.
like the
so-
junior prom, the semi-formals.
Yeah,
like-
so in our high school, there's a thing called the semi-formal where it's for freshmen and sophomores.
Mm-hmm.
So when you were when I was in 8th grade, and you were a freshman, we went to the semi-formal,
Mm-hmm.
and then when I was a freshman and you were a sophomore, we went again, and then when I was a sophomore, we went again. So we went 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Then we went to 2 junior proms, yours and then mine. Then we went to 2 senior proms.
Yep.
Yours and then mine. So we went to 7 formal dances. I don't even think we had a homecoming dance. Oh, if we did, it wasn't formal.
I
Like,
don't think it was formal. That's why like our kids
Yeah,
going
our-
to this school are like, oh, the
Yeah, our-
homecoming, and we're like, was ours dressy? I don't recall
yeah,
ours being
our youngest
dressy.
daughter's homecoming dances, they dress up and everything.
Of course, girls ruin the outfit by wearing a pair of Converse, but
Yeah, I
they
would've
were
dressed,
wearing
yeah.
this beautiful sparkly dress with a pair of Converse. I just think, what a shame.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not our daughter.
So
Not our
so our homecoming dances were just like regular dances. But yeah, we went through all the major school dances together. It's wild.
Yep.
So the thing is, like, I tell people this is that you were a cheerleader, varsity cheerleader, and I was varsity football player. So when I was a junior, I was varsity, you were a senior, varsity cheerleader, and we never got a picture together.
We don't have one
with
picture.
me in my uniform and her in her uniform.
Yep.
We never got a picture.
Never took.
It's not like today where people take pictures, you know.
Yeah,
So we just
someone would
never.
have had to have brought a camera.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Or somebody
Like,
would have to thought I'm gonna bring a camera and take a picture.
Yeah.
But we
It
didn't.
sucks.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think the only thing that we had back then that we would take pictures are small Polaroids.
Mm-hmm.
But that wasn't like now. Everybody has a camera,
Right.
right?
Yep. Everybody travels.
So yeah, that
with
was the
camera.
one thing. But yeah, so we went to then I went to your graduation, then you went to my graduation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we had Carissa, we had our youngest.
Yeah. He
I mean,
was still
our oldest. I'm
oldest.
sorry, we had.
He was still in high school.
Yeah, I was a senior in high school when she
I
was
was
born.
like in the middle of college.
Yeah.
And
And
it
then
was not an easy year.
then fast forward 3 years later, we got married, and then we had our other 2 after we got married. So yeah,
we go even further back to from high school sweethearts. We go like even further
Yeah.
back than that because we didn't just meet in high school and we were dating in middle school. So
right.
yeah.
So our, we experienced each other when we got our first license, driver's license, our first car.
Yep.
I remember your first car. Do you remember my first car?
Wasn't it like this blue little thing?
No, that was my second car.
Your first car.
Look at this. See, guys, I remember everything about her. Me?
I don't even remember all of my cars. Like you were talking about one car and I was like, I had that?
Yeah, well, you had the Dodge 600. That was your first. And then you had the Toyota. Then after that, you drove your dad's Pontiac.
Pontiac, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
I had an
I don't
80.
know.
I had an 89 Honda Accord with the flip up lights, hatchback.
Yeah, wasn't
sunroof.
that blue?
No, that was silver.
Oh. See, I was thinking of the
Then I had a little
flip-up
Toyota
one.
Paseo. That one was blue.
Maybe
that
I'm
was smaller.
messing up. Yeah.
That was small. I had a sunroof. It was a stick shift. So my first 2 cars were stick shifts because my brother and sister didn't learn how to drive one. So I learned, and then I bought a car like that so they could never ask me to borrow my car.
the car.
They could never ask me because they didn't know how to drive. They never wanted to learn.
I didn't
Then when
know
I married
either.
then when I married her, I couldn't have stick shifts anymore because she don't know how to drive it.
I tried. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So that's pretty much like our story.
There's so much more.
Yeah, there's so
but
much more.
That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah.
We had Carissa very young. He was still in high school. I was in college. I took like 2 weeks off of college and went back
Yeah.
after having Carissa. So,
Me too.
yeah. So, it's just, it's been, I can't believe it's been that long. But, like, I mean, you want to talk about high school sweethearts, you know? Like, yeah, we basically grew up together.
Yeah.
Like, we grew up together. So,
Is there something you remember back then about me that's like kind of sometimes you think back like, oh yeah, I remember.
about you, you were a flirt. And
This is where she's going, guys.
really hard.
This is where
to
she's
deal
going.
with. No, because you'd be like, I'm not flirting. I'm like, no, that's flirt. I'm a girl. We consider that flirting. Yes.
And I was like, she needed a pencil.
Yeah, what? No, I was just saying hi. No, you weren't. It's the way you said it. Like, you don't get it. As a girl, we consider that flirting.
It was the perfume you wore.
Definitely not Vanilla Fields. I hate Vanilla Fields.
No, I don't remember what it was called. But sometimes I remember the smell. I was like, oh yeah, that was
I wonder if it was
it was like kind of
that
sweet.
cucumber melon.
It was kind of sweet.
I wonder if it was cucumber melon because that's what everybody was wearing.
Yeah.
You wore Drakkar.
No.
Adidas.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know if it was the kind of Drakkar, but I was at a sleepover at my buddy's, and he's like, "Yo, Drakkar, man, the girls love Drakkar," and he gave me the bottle, and I sniffed it, and I hated it. I thought it was terrible. I'm like, why would you want to smell like this? It smells like something's rotting. I don't know if it was the kind he wore.
It was rotting.
It was too strong. So I was like, no, Drakkar.
No, I remember you wore Adidas.
I like Adidas because the brand. I wore a lot of Adidas. I went from like Fila in middle school, a lot of Fila, to a lot of Adidas in high school. I wore a lot of Adidas. Now I just wear Walmart.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's what I wear, guys.
Quick stop at Walmart.
When you're in your 40s and you got kids, Walmart's the brand.
And I think for girls, it's like TJ Maxx, Marshalls.
Yeah. So yeah, so some nice little tidbits there. So yeah, now you guys know how we met. But
long time ago.
But there's this TikTok video that I came across, and this guy, I don't know, he thinks a little bit differently about high school sweethearts.
Oh boy.
Let's take a listen.
Whenever we tell people that we've been married
Nope,
for 22
that's not a
years,
guy.
that we are high school
Sorry, that
sweethearts.
was the wrong one.
Of course it was.
Sorry, guys. Here we go.
Whenever we tell people that we've
Nope.
been married for 22 years, that we are high.
Did you put it in twice?
I think I put that one in twice. So let me
Hold on.
bear with me for a moment,
Stay
guys,
with
while
us.
I fix it.
He put the same video in twice.
Yeah, I did. I didn't even realize. All right, there's a long pause here while you guys.
Whenever we tell people that we've been married for 22 years, that we are high school sweethearts, we.
All right, I'm gonna delete that, guys. All right, now you're gonna see me input the new one.
People get married as
So
full.
I got it. All right, guys. Now I got it. Here we go. This guy, we're gonna hear what he has to say about high school sweethearts.
If you form a successful marriage with your high school sweetheart, you are a freak. How is that even possible? How, Sway? Like, people do this all the time. Everybody knows somebody who got married to somebody that they dated in high school. And I don't understand how you pull that off. It's amazing to me. People get married as full-grown adults and make it like a couple few years. Some freaks get married in high school and are married their whole lives, happily. Good for you, but you're a freak.
I guess we're freaks.
Is that what keeps us together? We're just both freaks.
Yeah,
I
we're
don't
both
know.
freaks.
We're weird.
I thought that was an interesting take. So, look, I could speak for us, but I think what I believe is that marrying young, I mean, for thousands of years, people married young.
I know people would like get out of high school and get married.
Yeah.
Like 18 years
Well, even
old.
before high school, people were late teens. Late teens, people were getting married, right? So I don't think we know, there's a couple we actually know that were actually dating two different people in high school, and now they're married, and they have like a great marriage, great kids, right? But they knew each other in high school. They're just dating different people.
They were with different
But I
people.
graduated with another guy who was in my shop, and he was dating. He's married to a girl who he was dating in high school, and they have kids. Great marriage. You know, so we know we're. It's not. I don't think it's rare.
We actually know a couple that they were. Well, wait a minute. Were they together in middle school? Maybe not. Maybe it was more high school.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm not going to say their names. I don't know if, but from Westboro.
Okay. There is a couple from my grade. Yeah, from when I went. So I went to a middle school, but I went to a Volk school, but they went to the town school. There is a couple. I think they were dating in high school. Now they're married. There's.
It does happen.
Yeah, it
you
does.
know?
I think
I mean,
because.
if it's right, it's right. You know.
So I think there's this thing called pair bonding, especially mostly with women. When women grow, I'm not talking about, all right, when women become adults, right? And they're dating, if they are sleeping with multiple men, it's hard to pair bond with one man. It's a proven fact. It's hard. I think they have an article about it that will discuss that. But when a woman, because intimacy is more emotional for women, so when she's intimate with that one guy, obviously we were, because I was a senior when our daughter was born. But I'm saying I'm not saying you got to be intimate. Don't get me wrong. If you're dating someone in high school, you got to be intimate. I'm not saying that. If you are stick with that one person and you work on that and you really like it, and then you become adults and you get married, and then that intimacy comes, it's like locked in. You know, you're locked in. But I think a lot of people don't realize that they can still have a future while they're dating this person. Because I think a lot of times when there are couples who clearly love each other in high school, and then out of high school, they decide to go to colleges somewhere else.
Well, I feel like and Hollywood kind of makes that normal too. It's like you've got this couple in this movie, and then when they're going to go to college, they break up.
Yeah, because
You know.
he wants to go to college in Washington State, and she's going to college in Florida.
Right. So they just break up.
Yeah, so they just break up. And it doesn't have to be like that. And, and people would say, well, what if they want to go to that college? Look, whatever profession you're in, I don't want to get off on the wrong track, but whatever profession you're in, no one's going to ask you what college you're in. Like my doctor, I don't ask what college you went to. Or if I have a lawyer, I don't ask what college you went to. If you really, truly love this person, you wouldn't let college kind of break that up.
You start to kind of build a life around each other,
But if you even don't go to college, I mean, if you're with somebody and you like being with them, it just happens naturally.
Yeah. I mean, I just think it's sad that people actually think that you have to date around. Like, I need something to compare to, you know? So, like, I need to date all of these people so I can, like, narrow it down. Like, no. You don't have to. Like, it's all about, like, I feel like when you start young, you're building such a history together by making so many memories together that now, like, you have this big history together that bonds you together. And then as you're doing life together, you're like you're like winning in so many things together or not. Like there's winning and losing in relationships. Like there's gains and losses.
Right.
You know, and it's like, but you're going through it together and you got through it together. And you know, like it just builds, you know, a strong relationship built on a strong foundation because there's a history there. You know, and you're just I mean, look at us. We've been making memories for so long that like the ones way back are like starting to get a little fuzzy. Like, wait a minute.
I know.
How old were we when was that middle school or was that high school?
I know. I'm afraid that when we're like 65, I'm gonna be like, were we together in high school? Were we together
wait,
then?
Did we date in high school? When did we meet? I mean, we have pictures. We have.
Or we could be like, we met each other.
Documentation.
You know, we could be like, oh, we met each other in kindergarten.
Yeah, like
no,
way back in elementary school.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, I think it's definitely not hard if you like somebody to just go with the flow and just get to know them more. I mean, that's what happens. So I think, excuse me, guys. So I think what happens is, look. So when you were talking, it reminded me of so we were watching a video earlier, and this guy was talking. I don't know if you were in the room when the guy on YouTube was talking about it. Was talking about doom scrolling. I think that's what it is with dating, because doom scrolling is you're always scrolling to find what's better. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a better video. Oh, let me see another video that's better.
And then everybody has like a 3-second attention
So
span.
I think it's like that. A lot of people are like that with dating. You date somebody and like, well, let me see if there's someone better. Where like you
I'm bored.
Yeah. And it can be better with that person you're with. It can be better.
Yeah, build it with them instead of leaving them behind and finding somebody else that you have to start new with.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, but I mean, it matters if both people have like the same mindset. If you have somebody, I mean, if you're talking about like our situation starting like way back, like either in high school or middle school, and you know, you're gonna like invest all this time, but one person doesn't even see the value in marriage. Has never planned on getting married. Maybe they don't want kid. You know, like if you guys are aligned on like the major, you know, the major things in life, like you know, like marriage, kids,
right,
career. Well, for us, like your faith, God.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. Like, why not just continue with that and build with that, seeing as though it works anyways, instead of, you know, like I feel like people get like, they feel like they're missing something if they stay with one person.
Right.
And then, like I said before, like they need something to compare it to. Like they want to see, like you said, if there's something better out there.
Right.
When it's like you could be letting go of the better thing.
Right.
You know, and that person's not going to be there if you figure out that they were the one and now you've let them go because you thought there was something better, you know, but
right.
he was a good guy. But you were just like, oh, but this is how it's supposed to be. Like, you're supposed to date around. You're supposed to. I just think that like society has normalized that so much.
Yeah.
Where it's just I mean, especially with online dating now, you can just date like 5 people in a week. You know,
yeah, because
like,
back,
boom, boom, boom,
I mean,
boom.
you go back 50 years ago, you could find your husband within your community, right? Now people are trying to find in another state. I mean, look, I understand you might not find your high school sweetheart. I mean, you might not find your husband or your wife in high school. We get it. The world's bigger now. We get it. But I don't think it's odd if there's high school sweethearts who end up getting married and then have a successful marriage, because I don't think we're odd.
No.
I think we are an anomaly. The reason why is because we did have a child out of wedlock in high school, and so the odds, and the odds were against us because the statistics show that we are not likely to stay together, and we did. So we were like the small percentage that did. So we're an anomaly. We understand that. That's why we teach our daughters, wait till marriage. Just because if you have a kid out of wedlock, doesn't mean you're gonna end up like mom and dad.
Yeah, and we've got 3 daughters, and we've never said like, "Hey, you can meet your husband in middle school.
Yeah.
Pay attention." Stuff
No.
like no.
No, we let God deal with it, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
we
give it to
just
God.
we just guide them, right? That's what we do. Guide them, give them advice when they need it. We don't try
mean,
to force anything.
We've got, you know, 2 adult children right now,
Mm-hmm.
and then we've got a teenager, and I was way more boy crazy than they were. And I wasn't even like one of those girls that like had to date all of these guys or whatever. Like I wasn't really like that, but I was dating a guy in middle school. Like that is not the case with our kids. Like Maya's in high school right now, and like she could care less about boys. She
Yeah.
really,
She's very reserved.
she's quiet, but she's funny as heck.
Yeah.
And like it's just not her focus. She loves sports. She loves hanging out with her friends. And it's just like Carissa just loved being with her friends, hanging out, having a good time, and there didn't need to be boys involved with whatever her and her group of friends were doing for it to be fun.
Right.
You know, like where in our situation, like, yeah, I was hanging out with boys in middle school, and like that was not the case for like our oldest, like our middle child. Like, no, like none of them were experiencing like how we
Thank
grew
God.
up, like in middle school. And like, I had friends that like they were dating this boy this week, and then the next week they were dating this boy. Like this is in middle school, like there was girls pregnant in middle school.
Yeah.
Of course, there was people pregnant in high school, of
Oh, yeah.
course. But like we made it out of high school. Well,
Well,
I
you
did.
did.
I wasn't pregnant in high school, but yeah. So like it's funny because like and then when like you're saved, you're kind of like do as I say, not as I did. Like
Well, yeah. I mean, I think most parents are like that. You know,
like,
don't do what I did.
Don't do what I did.
I made
Don't
the
do it-
mistake.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't. You
Right,
know.
right. It was harder for us.
Not trying to
be-
say that having our daughter's a mistake.
No.
I'm just saying.
No, it made things harder.
Right. It does. Yeah.
Much harder.
Yeah.
On in life. So
Absolutely. All right, we're gonna go into this next video, and we'll see what this woman has to say. It's this one that I almost played
yes.
several times. Now we're gonna definitely watch.
Whenever we tell people that we've been married for 22 years, that we are high school sweethearts, we started dating in 1997, the question always comes up, oh my goodness, that's a long time. That's a long time. How are you married so long? We were just at a campground, and my husband told the guy, we were celebrating our 22nd wedding anniversary, and he just laughed at him and was like, that's a long time to be stuck with somebody. And immediately I get mad, and I'm thinking, no, he can leave whenever he wants to leave. I'm not keeping him here. He can leave whenever he wants to leave. I wouldn't be okay, but I'm not going to make him stay, especially if he doesn't want to be there. But instead, my husband looks at him and says, you don't know my wife. I'm so lucky to have her. She makes my life better. The guy's like, oh, well, you are lucky because that's not how my first marriage was. Okay. That's probably why your first marriage didn't work out, because you're grumpy. But my husband and I got to talking, and one thing that we live by all of the time, and I have no idea when this even started, is you'd miss this. So I leave the cabinet doors open all the time, and when I apologize to my husband, who shuts all the cabinet doors all the time, and he'll say, no, I'd miss this. When he comes in smelling like paint from the shop, I appreciate his hard work. Don't say anything. The smell is really strong. I just carry his clothes down to the washer, and I think to myself, if anything happened to this man, I would want that paint smell to walk through that door every single day. Hold on. And I guess in marriages, we get too complacent thinking that that person is going to be there all of the time. When the reality is that life is fragile and it's short, and we could lose that person at any time. So I guess
I'm gonna end it there because I think you're getting emotional because your dad passed away, so you're probably thinking about him. All right, so one thing, do you want to go first? Or do you want to? Okay,
No, I mean, like, that's totally how I think all the time. Like the things that when you're just going through your day that like drive you crazy about this person, like I totally think all the time. I'm like, but I would miss it if it wasn't here. You know, like you're gone for the day, but you left your shoes over there. You left all the See, it's opposite for us. You leave all the cabinets open, and I have to go shut them all.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
I was
It's the
thinking the exact same thing.
completely opposite. But like, if like my life would be too much in order if you were not here,
Yeah.
and it would not feel right. You know, like, and it's true. I think about it all the time. Because I did lose my dad, and like my mom, you know, he didn't even get to like enjoy his retirement years.
Yeah.
And they had like those plans, you
Right.
know. So like I think about it all the time, you know.
Yeah,
So-
what I really focused on, what she said was when that guy said, "That's a very long time to be stuck with somebody." Stuck?
Yeah, stuck. Well, that's
Like you married the person.
You see, like, if now imagine if you married somebody who had that kind of attitude about marriage, how is that going to work out?
Yeah, yeah,
You know.
yeah. You definitely don't want to go into marriage and thinking I'm stuck with this person. I mean, jokingly, people will say that, but when you really mean it, it's not really good. Like stuck with you, I think it's a good thing.
I'm glad that you're stuck here.
Well, because all right. So let me say this, because you were saying how it would be like if I wasn't here and like the stuff you would miss. So for me, I do think about this sometimes. I like if you were gone, like if we like broke up or something, or you left me, like I would think there is no woman that would do things for me that you do. Like I don't think
I'm irreplaceable.
any woman would do things for me the way you do. Like, I think any other woman would complain all
Yeah.
the time
Yeah.
and would be annoyed. Like where you complain, you know, but like,
Sometimes.
but
yeah.
like I'm talking about like, but mostly you just do it.
Just
so I
go with the flow.
Right. Cause I
Yeah.
like, I don't think like I always tell the guys at work, I come home, I sit down, she brings me a hot plate. Like,
And I'm
I
happy
don't-
to do it because you just busted your butt for our family.
Right,
For
I
how
don't-
many hours?
I don't think any woman, I think it would be very hard, especially now at my age.
Nowadays,
If
yeah.
I was looking for another woman, I don't think it would be very hard to find another woman that would do something like that. Like that's a simple act of kindness. Cause especially if I had a 10, 12, 14-hour day, or if I only had an 8-hour day, but I drove 4 hours home,
Yeah.
you know? So there are days like that.
I like honestly
So-
don't even want you to move because like you've literally been on your feet
Yeah.
all day.
So
You get home and I'm like, stay right there.
And
Don't move.
and today I'll tell you guys, I'll bring you guys in on a private moment. So today I was doing the side job and all this stuff was hitting the fan, and I got really frustrated. And she just sat there, listened, you know, and like, and I apologize, like I didn't mean to flip out, but she just listened. She
Yeah,
wasn't
but
like
you weren't flipping out on me.
no,
though.
I wasn't flipping out
No.
on her. No, I was flipping out at the situation. But like, you know, she listened. You know, there's a lot of other women would probably be like, "Why are you complaining? Just get it done." Blah blah blah. But she just listened, let me vent. Even though I was like kind of flipping. I just not flipping out like I was just loud, talking about it. Right?
It's always so funny to hear him loud because this is how he always is. He's just monotone.
Yeah.
He talks quiet. I'm usually the one flipping out, and then he keeps me level.
Nah, it has to boil over for me.
Yeah, it has to really boil
You know,
over
even if
for-
it's like almost boiling over, I'm still cool. But
Yeah.
when it's over, that's
Yeah.
I just like I can't. Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, so that things like that. Like, I don't think there would be another woman that would do something like that for me, right? Plus, I'm not attracted to anybody else.
That's what I'm
Only
talking
her.
about.
Only her. Sorry.
See,
So-
I don't understand, and it's funny because I think I just saw a video basically saying the same thing, that like I don't understand women who marry men that they don't like. or
Yeah.
like marry men who they don't like to be around.
Right.
And like their whole pursuit every day is to find a way to get away from, like, and I get that, like, you can marry somebody and then they can completely change, and
Yeah.
you're like, this is not what I signed on for. But like, it's like there's so many women that I see like online that I'm like, you just kind of seem like you shouldn't have. You don't seem like the type that like wanted to get married, because it's just like there's so much like hate about men online, and then it converts over to like hate for your husband, and it's like I can't imagine living like that.
Yeah.
Like
Miserable life.
like I'm the girl that's gonna put up the video that says like, this dude's my best friend. I will cancel anything to be with him because I'd rather hang out with him than anybody else. And I don't understand a marriage where you're constantly trying to get away from your spouse. And like you want to hang out with everybody else. And you're out all the time with everybody else. And I'm like, I guess I just don't understand that world. Like, I'm not in it. Like, we get along.
Mostly.
We like to be around each other. The things we plan with each other.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh, let me go make all these plans with like with like my friends and spend all this time out of the house and away from you when there's times I don't see you for a week. So it's like, no, if I'm going to make plans with somebody, it's going to be with you because I actually like to be with you. So I feel bad for women who...
You got to keep that momentum going when you get
Yeah,
married. You can't get complacent.
You can't stop dating each other,
Right.
and you can't stop putting in the time.
Yeah.
And you have to invest in your marriage and each other, and you have to put in the time. And I just think that so many people get like kind of lazy,
Yeah.
or they'll get bored and just kind of sit back and let it all just keep rolling without them.
Yeah, definitely
it's
invest.
just
I mean,
insane to me.
we've said this many times, and we're going to continue saying it many, many more times. Go on dates, invest in your marriage, go on a marriage retreat. We went to one; it was a lot of fun. Find one. All you have to do is Google marriage retreat.
Yeah.
Go find one, and it's real. And you get some great information from there, and it's just a lot of fun. Go on some dates, plan stuff without the kids. Even if you have little kids, still plan stuff.
You
might
have
not.
to.
You might not be able to do a lot of, long evenings. But like, even if it's an hour or an hour and a half, if that's all you get for a babysitter, I'm telling you,
You
we're
have
gonna.
to.
We say this all the time, but we're gonna keep saying it.
It's probably
Because
going
you
to be
guys-
in like every video.
Yeah.
Like literally, because one day your kids are going to be grown and moved out and building their own families, and it's going to be just you and him.
I mean, like,
And you're going to be what? Strangers?
Right, exactly. And if you guys remember like the feeling you had when you were in high school, like especially when you're getting ready, you're like, oh, I'm gonna go see her. Bring that excitement back.
I'm going to see him. I know what I'm going to wear
I
tomorrow.
mean, even though we're like living together, I'm not gonna go pick her up. It's like you get that feeling. I'm getting dressed. I'm gonna bring my wife out. It's gonna be great, But like, I wonder what she's gonna wear. Things like that. So it's like you just bring that excitement back. It definitely helps. It helps.
And when you like make dates, it gives you something to look
Yeah.
forward to.
Yeah.
Or if you plan like a small getaway or a small vacation, or like we've said before, even just doing something that costs zero money, like going for a walk, going for a picnic, go by the water, whatever. Like, it's just something that like you can look forward to.
All right, so there was an article here that it talked about high school sweetheart marriage statistics that I found online.
Statistics.
We're gonna go through a few of them here. I found them pretty interesting, so I wanted to share with you guys. So, high school sweethearts that get married while still teenagers.
Yeah, see? Like, that's a thing.
I think
sort
that's
of.
probably more in Midwest, South, probably.
It's like definitely rare for around
Don't see
here.
that much here in New England.
No.
All right, so high school sweethearts that get married while still teenagers only have a 54% chance of having the marriage last 10 years. So more than half.
Wow.
More than half.
Yeah.
So high school sweethearts that wait until at least the age of 25 to get married have a 10-year success rate of 78%. So 10 years. So only 19% of people who marry their high school sweethearts attend college, while 40% of couples had met in school. So this one, now here's some of the statistics. It says, what is it about marrying your first love? The biggest fear that parents have of their children marrying young as teen is that they will become a parent too early. See, this is where you got to teach them. You got to talk to them. You got to tell them, like we tell our daughters, we had a kid young. It wasn't easy.
It made everything
A
harder.
lot of the other people that had kids young, they weren't together. Now their kids are living in two households. You don't want that for your kid,
Yeah.
right? So be careful.
That shouldn't be the goal.
Be careful, or wait till marriage. Right. So many people end up not marrying their high school sweethearts because it isn't a love for another person that they are feeling, but it is instead love of freedom and exploration. I was thinking about that, right? Where it's like exciting. You're dating in high school. It's an exciting thing, right? But when you're out of high school,
And life happens.
that's not exciting anymore.
No.
You're not
It's
that
reality.
you're not that couple walking down the hallway.
Yeah,
You're
like,
not that couple
You're
at
not
the
the
school
it
dance,
couple anymore.
right? You're in the world. Now
Yeah.
you're just a bunch of other couples.
Yeah, because in high
One
school,
of millions of other couples.
in high school, that building is your entire
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
That's how big your life is.
Yeah.
That little building.
Yeah.
You know, and like I'm always telling my kids, like, this is a very small part of your life.
Yeah.
This is a very small part of your life.
Yeah.
And you know, unfortunately, like the people you meet in high school and kind of like your friend group, like, you know, there's no guarantee that you're going to stay in touch. Like at
Right.
some point, there's a lot of people that you have to do with in high school that is going to mean nothing in the long run. You know, like it's but it's your whole world when you're in high school. It's your whole world, and it's like you're like in a snow globe. You know, like it's crazy.
So in 1970, the average age of a first-time bride was just 21 years of age.
When was that? When did you say?
1970.
Oh, 21. Yeah. See.
So 55 years ago.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, yeah, no, our parents got married in the 70s, but that was the late 70s. Late 70s. All right, so it says here, all marriages have seen a decline in divorce rates over the past 30 years. That's good.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah. This one talks about Mormons. We're going to skip that. Facts in conclusion. Okay, so 25% of people are marrying their high school sweethearts today compared with those in the 1940s. Mostly because more people are in high school today than they were in the 1940s. Because in the 1940s, for the first half of that decade, a lot of young men were getting killed in Germany and Japan. All right, so according to some research, it doesn't matter who you date first, but it does matter who you love first when it comes to building an enduring relationship.
Yeah, like it's serious. You know,
Yeah.
like to say the phrase like "I love you."
Yeah.
You know, like you can't just say that to anyone.
Right.
You know.
And I think heartbreak definitely turns people cold sometimes. Not everybody. You know, I think heartbreak can heal. People can heal and fall in love again. But there are also people that are their heart just turns
Yeah,
cold.
they become salty.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, last one here says, although only at most 2% of marriages today are from a high school relationship, 25% of women say that they married their first love. Are you that 25%?
Mm-hmm.
You are?
Hello. What are you saying?
I didn't love anybody before you.
All right then.
I love my mom.
I love my mom.
Yeah. All right. So those are those are some statistics that I saw that I thought were really interesting. But I wanted to just, before we end this, I just wanted to share some things I saw here in a Reddit This guy is kind of cynical. I don't know, guy or girl. It says, I'm probably alone here, but I just can't bring myself to think couples who have been together since high school are sweet or inspirational. Getting married young limits your experience as an individual to exposure of different perspectives and relationships. You never were given the chance to develop your own identity that could lead to potential challenges and personal growth.
You can't have your own identity if you're married.
Right.
That's a load of bull.
Yeah, and self-discovery by staying inside of the only box you've known you're likely going to miss out on opportunities for personal and professional growth that come from exploring different paths. Okay, here's the thing. Why does being with somebody make it seem that you don't have an identity?
That you don't have an identity and you can't explore a path? Like, First off, if you're married to someone that stops you from doing things that you want to do, then like that needs to be fixed.
I think that's what a lot of people are kind of getting at. Like, oh, if you're with this person, they're gonna stop you from what you really want.
Yeah.
So
it limits you from the experiences that you're going to be able to experience.
Right.
But it's like, meanwhile, you could experience those with your spouse.
Right. No career. This is for men and women, right? No career is going to give you what you get in a relationship.
Yeah,
So there's
a
this movie.
healthy
I think I've
marriage.
talked about this before in another episode. So there's this movie we like to watch during Christmas since it's Christmas time. It's with Nicolas Cage called Family Man, right? It's almost kind of like It's a Wonderful Life, where he kind of gets to see what if his life would have been like if he made a different choice.
Mm-hmm.
So in his life, he chose the career over the woman, and he became a very successful president of a multi-billion-dollar company.
Lots
He
of
was
money.
a multi-millionaire, lived
Yeah.
in a penthouse, living the dream, right? Never wanted for anything because he has everything, right? But then one night on Christmas Eve, an angel comes to him and gives him a glimpse of what it would be like if he came back and chose his college sweetheart over the career.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just a simple, humble, middle-class life.
Yep.
He had a nice
2
house.
kids.
He worked in his father-in-law's successful business.
Mm-hmm.
There, but it was to him, it was a small life. But then he started to realize
That it was more fulfilling.
having a wife, having 2 kids, it was like the greatest feeling. He's never had that kind of feeling.
It was more,
closing
it was more
big deals.
fulfilling than
So yeah, so I think you could. It's like you can still pursue a career. Why there are married couples pursuing new careers every day, but for some reason, young couples think I can't have a boyfriend or I can't have a girlfriend and pursue a career. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can. And that person that you have by your side should be cheering you on.
Yeah.
He completely changed his career. We were married. We had 3 kids. And he had to go to school. Like, and
Yeah.
I was like, you got this. Like, how are you going to tell me that just because you're married, I mean, it's the same idea that people have and that society has with kids. Oh, if you have kids, they're going to hold you down. You're not going to be able to do. No, uh-oh. Like, no,
Become
they are
more
going
motivated.
to be the biggest blessings in your life and the biggest motivation
Yeah.
for you to be the best person you can possibly be. Like, is kids having hard, just like marriage? Is marriage hard sometimes? Yes. Is having kids challenging and hard? Absolutely, because they don't come with a manual.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah, and then when it says here that you're in a box, inside
in
the
a
only
box.
box you've ever known, you're likely
so
going to miss
marriage-
other opportunities. What other
marriage
opportunities?
puts you in a box. How does marriage put you in a box?
So I think other opportunities, meaning dating other people.
Dating other people. This is going back to what
Like if-
I already said. Like, people think they're missing out if they're not sitting here dating multiple people.
Yeah, I think it's a.
When for me, I'd be like, like we say all the time, I'm so glad that like I didn't have to date, that I didn't have to go through this, that I didn't have to be hurt that much, learn that many lessons, be disappointed that many times, you know, just to have to build myself back up again. Like,
I know we hear about dating as an adult, and we have adult friends that date, and we're just like, man, thank God.
man, thank God.
We don't know what it's like to date as adults because we've
No.
been together since
No.
middle school.
Yeah.
But I think I don't think having to date other people is a bunch of people is missing anything. I was never like
Putting
before
you in a box.
before we got married. I was never thinking like, I'm missing out. I'm missing out on dating
all these other girls.
I'm missing out on dating other women. That's like a really bad thing. You got to be like, man, this is the woman I want. This is the woman we're gonna do it.
Yep, we're gonna do life together.
no
We're
one
gonna get
else.
through it all together.
That's the mentality we got to have. Mm-hmm. Finding that one person, be like, that's it. Instead of being like, oh, I want to have all these experiences. Look, when I hear that, it's like, I want to sleep with all these people. Terrible mindset. Terrible. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to end it here. So we just wanted to talk about that. High school sweethearts. Comment if you're a high school sweetheart. We'd like to know.
Or maybe your parents were high school
Yeah,
sweethearts.
we'd like to know
or
when
you know
you-
someone.
Like, how old were you when you started
Tell us
getting
your
married?
story.
I mean, how old were you when you started getting married? How old were you when you started dating? How old were you when you got married? You know, and how long you've been married. So if you're listening to this all the way to the end, let us know in the comments. We really appreciate it. So thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of the Tina and Anderson Show. Don't forget to follow us on our Instagram page that we have together. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and the like button. We need more likes. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.